to take our relationships more seriously. We ought to cherish it even more seriously. Satan knows that if that goes away, there is no church. Laban said, I have become blessed. We will get things in it. We will get to where we want to get to only because of relationship. A friend told me a certain story, and this was a classmate. We're classmates in St. Augustine's College. He said, so let me bring it down to our level. So he said, like I was living in the UK. I finished school, trying to hustle in the UK. Then Sean is in Legon. Those of you who've been to university, you know that, sometimes when it's vacation, some of the students, they go and bugger small, then they come. So a friend called me and said, oh, Sean. So Sean, Charlie, the guy, he doesn't have anybody to come in. So please, can you? And I said, oh yeah, sure, let him come. When Sean came, housed him, helped him, I fed him. Usually, even when you go and live with these people, you take care of some of your bills. But in the case of my friend, he said, no, Charlie, you're a student. Whatever money you make, just keep it and go back to Ghana with it. And my friend said, when Sean was about to leave, so when Sean said, oh, Sean, I just carry this, I have a few things like perfume and stuff like that. Can you please, when I go to Ghana, go give it to my mother? Sean said, no, sorry, he can't carry it. He said, I begged him. Sean said, no. Then Sean came to Ghana. Next vacation, Sean called. In fact, he didn't call. He called that friend of mine. My friend called me and said, oh, Charlie, guy let him come. I said, oh, let him come. He didn't show him. Sean came. Sean came to do his burger. He got his pounds, put it in his pocket. The same treatment he gave him. Second scenario. So, please, can you take this to my parents? Sean said, oh, no, please, I'm sorry, I can't. He said, begged him. Okay. So, it happened about 2 or 3 times. Fast forward, many years after, my friend had come back to Ghana. Said he came to start a business. He's into electricals. My friend said there was a contract he was chasing for many years from a very big company. I said, well, yeah, in fact, he chased the thing that you know they be. So one day he was just walking in town. We were walking in town. Then he met, so I was walking in town, then I met Sean. You know how somebody will be, hey, where have you been? And things like that. Yeah, so what are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing? What I say, oh, I'm into this, I'm into this. So they started chatting, They even went to sit down to have lunch and everything. Then in the course of the conversation, I mentioned to Sean that, Charlie, there's this thing, I've been chasing. Charlie, life is not easy. I did chase this thing at this particular company. The moment I mentioned the company, Sean said, which company? Then I mentioned it again. Sean asked me, how long? He said, oh, Charlie, it's been long, more than a year. Many months. Sean said, do you have the documents? The guy said, yes. I said, it's on my phone. Then he said, send to me. Then I asked Sean, how should I send it to you? He said, I'm the CFO of the company. Sean was the chief financial officer of that company. So send the documents to me. So let's say we go to lunch today afternoon. Tomorrow morning, Sean calls me and says, can you come to the office? Yes. I go to the office and they say, sign. This is Sean who said he wasn't taking the things to my mother. If I had fought with him, if I had been rough with him, if I had been unkind to him, I was hurt by what he did to me. But I didn't pay back that to him. He came back years after I meet him. That was the contract that my friend said, that was the contract that actually made him. In life, there's always one break. There's only one break that you need. That break will come from a human being. Church, let's not mess with our relationships. Satan is out to do something, but let's prove him that though he won't succeed.